Hello guys, welcome back to another video. I know it's been kind of weird because me and Kobayashi were talking about this a few days ago. Like the past two videos are actually being copyrighted. So yeah, sorry for the lack of production, but I mean, we're trying to figure out this whole situation, and realistically speaking, we're trying to figure out a way for us to stop getting copyrighted. I've been looking up like actual YouTube videos or like help from other YouTubers to see like where we're getting copyrighted, and supposedly they said something about like 7 to 8 seconds or something like that, right? But we're doing that, right? But we're still getting copyrighted. So if you guys have any insight on that, just let us know. In any case, back to the video. Demon Slayer episode 5. Yeah, it's another banger.
Banger, yeah.
Jesus, it's a good one. I'm out here stuttering because of how much it's I'm stuttering. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's a really good episode. So go ahead and pop it up first, Kobayashi.
Yeah, to start it off, basically is the Miss Hashira. He actually encounters Upper Moon 5, I believe, as Maku likes to call him, Baby Hands.
Yeah. So Baby Hands is really the genie from Aladdin. I mean, he just comes out the vase just like wiggling, and he just has this like ghost like entity, really just like a genie. If you just take a look at a genie, how he comes out the bottle, exactly the same way, just with the vase instead.
So remember last episode at the end of the video, we said, I wonder what the matches will be like. It pretty much answered our question. So yeah, the Miss Hashira is gonna line up against Upper Moon 5.
Yep.
And while that's happening, we see the Love Hashira. She arrives to the swordsman's village, and she actually saves the day. When she enters, she like cut down all the demons there, like I don't know, like 5 or 6 of them all at once. We actually see her sword too. Her sword is like really, really unique. It's like, I'll say kind of like a whip type thing.
You know, it kind of reminds me of like, so you guys remember from the last season of Demon Slayer, there was like one of the, I think it was, what was the Upper Moon they were fighting that day?
Upper Moon 6.
Upper Moon 6. You remember the little girl, the one with her like squiggly stuff?
No, to be honest.
You remember you guys don't know what I'm talking about. The ones with the cloths? And they're yeah. That's really what it reminds me of. Except now it's a form of a sword. So, yeah, and it's actually supposed to be made by like a famous like a sword maker. I forget his name.
Well, I don't know his name, but I don't think they confirmed it, but I would assume it would be the chief of the village.
I think so, because one of the guys there, he said, "Oh, I've heard of that. Oh, heard stories about that sword. It's made by, you guys know the name." So.
Yeah, but she protects the villagers, and then the villagers said, "Oh, go help the chief real quick," and then she does. The chief, so the demons that attacked the village was like those fish. They only have one vase on them, but at the chief's head place, there was a fish, but with 4 vases on it. So to obviously indicate it was one of the stronger ones. Yeah,
and then we end up seeing one of the Love Hashira's ability, because she ended up arriving there, and. Really, I kind of felt a little underwhelmed. The only thing that was...
Really? Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
I felt a little underwhelmed because you see the Miss Hashira, he has like... I mean, realistically speaking, there's no real special effects you can have with the Love Hashira. Maybe some like pink outline in the background, but with the Miss Hashira, you can see like mist in the background. And we'll talk about it later as well, because he does show a lot more... I think one more moveset. But for the Love Hashira, I forgot the
move, but it was her first set move.
Yeah, so she did her first move, and all that we got was pretty much just like a camera change, like a 2K camera switch. That's really all I got from it. It was cool, don't get me wrong, but I kind of felt a little underwhelmed.
Okay, Maku's known as a misogynist.
No. But yeah. Anyways, guys.
Yeah. But moving on to the Miss Hashira. So yeah, he's just talking to Upper Moon 5, and we actually see Upper Moon 5's like moveset essentially. So he's able to like teleport to vase. But the one thing I don't understand, they'll probably reveal it later in the episodes, how are these vases appearing?
Yeah, because the thing about the Miss Hashira, he started wondering, like, how are these vases just appearing out of thin air? Because keep in mind, he was destroying some of them.
Yeah.
And at one point, he kind of like clocked it. Well, at least he thought. Because what ended up happening, he ended up teleporting to the next boss because he ended up breaking it. And then he created one out of his hands. Well, not the baby hands, but the one on his actual hands. So he created this like water
prison.
Yeah. So basically, this dude was just drowning.
Yeah, so right now, the Miss Hashira, he's trapped in this water prison. And then it cuts to Tanjiro's side of the fight. We just see them fleeing from the scene. And one of the wind user, he just uses his wind, like, leaf thing.
Yeah.
Blows it into smithereens. And then Nezuko's, like, trapped underneath, like, this, like, building.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just clutching onto the sword. And Tanjiro's like, just let go, Nezuko. Let go. And then she actually uses her blood demon art. And his sword becomes enraged with flames. And it's really sick scene, to be fair. Really sick
No,
scene.
it was pretty sick. Because remember, Nezuko has this, like, I think it's like exploding blood or flame blood or something along those lines. And she ended up engulfing the sword. And something that I think it was, I don't know if he's the one who mentioned it or the rage guy who mentioned it, but he said that
I believe
I think it was Tanjiro. Tanjiro actually might have mentioned it. He said, "Oh, I remember the swordsmith or the swordsman had a black sword, and it also became red."
No, it was
or something along.
Yeah, so Tanjiro mentioned that, but we get to see, like, Tanjiro, he inherited a memory from, like, 2 episodes ago. They said you can inherit memories, so we get to see Yoruichi's the guy that they're probably mentioning. He had a black sword too. It's really rare. And then, but in battle, it becomes bright red or scorching red. So yeah, it's a sick scene where Tanjiro's sting.
Mm-hmm. And we see, so once he did that, everyone was kind of like, you're like neat party trick pretty much. But except the only one who had, like, kind of ironic, but the only one who had kind of sense was the rage guy, because he ended up saying, "Oh wait, I've seen that stance somewhere else."
He sensed it first, because I would assume the rage guy is the most powerful out of the 4, so he sensed it first. And then Tanjiro just did his thing. He took out all 3 of the.
Yeah, I think we get introduced to a new move. I think it's called, like, Halo something.
Halo
Dragon, something like that.
Something Dragon, yes.
Yeah,
Halo
it was really cool.
Dragon. I forgot.
Really, the only reason I want to mention it is because it was a really cool name.
Yeah, really sick scene. Really sick name.
Yeah. So, anyways, he ended up doing that. Cut 3 of them, 3 of the heads at the same time. It was the chicken, the rage guy, and then the guy that I was trying to clock my head around his name for, like, the longest, which is the guy with the fan. The only one that was left was the blue guy.
Yeah, the Sorrow guy. And he actually got his head cut off too, because Tanjiro was trying to find Genya. And he finds Genya, and the Sorrow demon, he got his head.
Yeah, he just got his head. Well, it was decapitated. I wouldn't even say lopped off, because next thing you know, you see my man, the Hood Style, and he had his head on his hand. And obviously, he could probably slice the head off, but I assume he probably blew his neck out.
Yeah.
Pause.
Pause. Yeah. He went ballistic with that. Apex reference. I was like,
this just had to mention it. At the time of the recording, the new Apex season came out. So, but anyways, the point being that next thing you know, so this is towards, like, the back end of the episode. Well, actually, right after that scene.
Cliffhanger, yeah.
So turns out this guy had, like, a demonic face towards him. The guy I'm talking about is Genya.
Yeah.
So he had, like, a demonic face. One thing that led it was the pupils, the veins that came out of his eyes, and then the teeth.
The teeth, yeah. So very demon-esque.
Yeah.
And we'll probably see the answers to that next episode.
Yeah, most likely. I really don't have anything to say about it. I know this dude's not a demon. He's probably using some form of, like, because what it reminds me of. So it's funny because there's this anime called Arifueta. This guy, he doesn't like the anime.
I don't mind it. I like the concept. I just don't like. There's a lolly. That's the main love interest. So I'm like, oh no.
Yeah. So
you guys can do your stuff with that lolly stuff. I'll just call the FBI agents.
This dude. Anyways, the reason I mention it is because the guy, he's human, right? But he ends up eating the monsters there, and he ends up transforming into them. So I want to know if it's the same concept that they're using. So if that's the case, I think that's probably one of them. The only reason I know he's not a demon is because the stone guy despises demons. Or not the stone guy. The what's the storm guy? Wind. Yeah. Oh yeah.
His brother?
Yeah, his brother.
Yeah.
So his brother, I know he despises demons, and obviously he's not going to despise his brother, or at least I hope he
Nah,
doesn't.
it's tough love. You'll
Yeah.
see in the backstory or something.
I
like
assume
that.
because a lot of like anime have that tough love. But anyways, point being, I know that's why I know he's not a demon. So, well, I'll just see my answer towards the next episode. At least I hope they answer it in the next episode. If not, we'll just probably see a lot more fighting and a lot more cool action. If there's any anime you would like us to talk about, just go ahead and let us know. Please do like and subscribe. We do appreciate it. Leave a comment down below. As we've been noticing this, we appreciate you guys for leaving down comments and any feedback you guys want to let us know, because it really does help the channel a lot. As always, my name is Maku,
Kobayashi.
and thank you.